Good morning, viewers, and I am back here in front of you. And today, I am very happy to bring Mr. Shashank Agarwal here with me. Shashank is the Joint Managing Director for SALASAR, and here we are going to understand from Shashank what SALASAR is all about. So, Shashank, let's start with understanding the company, what the company is actually all about.
See, SALASAR, we started about 10 years ago in 2006, and we started with telecom towers. The idea was to cater to the growing demand of telecom towers for different operators, as the telecom industry was booming at that particular point in time. And later on, in 2007, 2008, we got a collaboration with Telecom Denmark. They are the leaders, world leaders in the field of designing of towers. They've been designing towers for the last 6 decades, and the towers are worldwide accepted in terms of quality, in terms of ruggedness, in terms of performance. Not only performance, they are cheaper in terms of per site cost basis, because they are using better designs compared to the conventional towers. So Ramboll has also been a very, very instrumental organization which has put SALASAR to a growth path where we are today. Later on, we started with transmission line towers in 2009, 10, 11, and then we got into solar power plants. When I say solar, we are basically doing structure for solar mountain structures, basically for photovoltaic modules structures. And we've been growing continuously for the last 10 years on an average at least 20%, 25%. We started with a very small turnover of 4 crores in 2006-07, and in 2017 March we have closed close to 400 crores, which itself speaks for the growth and performance of the company.
So, what I understand that from the transition towers, especially which was meant for primarily for the telecom sector, now you have diversified to the transition of electricity plus the solar. How in total all 400 crore, what is the contribution of these 3 segments?
See, even today telecom is more than 55%.
Okay.
And transmission is about 20%, and solar is about 20%. And this year, into the early 2017, we also started with street poles, light poles, specialized smart city poles. There's a lot of smart cities coming up in India as per the Prime Minister's vision. And we have developed a few designs wherein these smart poles not only cater to telecom, they also cater to the general environment of the city. In terms that they are equipped with cameras, they are equipped with Wi-Fi connections, chargers, environmental sensors, and basically everything which can be
should be available on the street.
On the street is available to you in your in a control room.
You said that the Denmark company, you have a JV. What kind of a JV it is? Do you have there any shareholding in the company?
No. They don't have any shareholding in the company. We have a joint. We have a basically technical collaboration with them. They provide us designs and they help us in quality control, because they have a team of dedicated people based at our factory who monitor the process of manufacturing, as well as they do the inspection of the goods which are leaving the factory. Plus they do the site monitoring as well. Also they help us in marketing our products overseas.
Yeah. Coming to the capacity, I guess that currently you have 50,000 million tons a year. That is the capacity, which I think in 16-17 you have almost utilized up to 90%. So what is the way forward? How are we going to?
So we have already expanded the capacity to 100,000 tons a year.
Okay.
We had 50,000 capacity, which was till the end of 2016. Into early 2017, we already have started a new galvanic plant and the new factory at the subsidiary unit of SALASAR.
The subsidiary means fully owned subsidiary?
It is 100% owned subsidiary of SALASAR TECHNO.
Okay. So at SALASAR TECHNO, you got the consolidated numbers of that subsidiary too?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And what this new subsidiary is going to do is the same kind of task?
It's the same thing.
Same. Is there any different location for both the companies? Or
it's nearby. It's about within half a kilometers of each other.
Okay. And coming to the customer side, like, you know, as you said that you are doing for the electricity transition and telecom and solar, what are the typical customers you cater to?
See, in telecom, you name anyone, they are customers. Indus Towers, Bharti Infratel, American Towers, Tower Vision, Tata Group, Reliance Jio. We are the largest supplier of telecom towers to Reliance Jio. We already supplied more than 6,000 towers to Reliance Jio as of now. We are number one vendors with Bharti Infratel as well as Indus Towers. And in solar, we have Mahindra Sustain, Adani, Welspun, and Renew Power. All big names who are putting up their plants. They're buying structures from us for their solar power plants.
Is there any supply to the governments too?
For the transmission, yes.
For the transmission. This is a state electricity.
State electricity board, and we are also approved by Power Grid now. So we'll be supplying to Power Grid as well.
And this smart city is coming up, and you have a special task or design for this smart city. So this is another thing which is going to be the bill to the government.
No, it will not be to the government again. See, the government is not buying those towers directly.
Again,
they are going through a public participation scheme. Buying through like Bharti Infratel or Indus Towers. So basically, Indus Towers or Bharti Infratel will be our customers.
When I look at the competitive landscape, so what are the people you think, you know, in your space whom you compete with?
See, there are certain sectors like in telecom, we have very limited competition. In the sense that most of the buyers in telecom today are buying only remote tubular towers, barring one or two.
That is your
that is our design. That's our forte. And for transmission, yes, we have. See, it's a big market. I mean, it's not a competition as such. Of course, you compete in terms that when you're tendering for a particular project, you get competitive prices offers from the other suppliers. But the market is too big, you know, to be afraid of anyone. In the sense, but we have competition from people like the Skipper, Kalkar, KAC in transmission. And but I think you'll be happy to know that we just won a tender for around 250 crores for rural electrification against names like L&T and KEI.
How do you foresee the growth?
See, I see a growth of at least 20-25% per annum.
This growth is, you know, whatever your calculation, what do you think, which segment is going to support you first?
Solar and transmission. And telecom, probably in terms of volumes it will be similar, but in terms of overall percentage of the group it will be less.
So all your sales is domestic, or you have a export?
We have exports also of telecom towers to countries like Sri Lanka, Nepal, Myanmar, and most of the countries in Africa.
What is the contribution of export in the total turnover?
Well, it varies from year to year, but typically it's about 5 to 10%. It varies from 5 to 10% per year.
Now coming to, I think there is one basic question which I think, although we are much attracted, and you know, this year your results were fantastic. Congratulations. You know, on a 20.7 crore PAT. And 20.7 crore PAT with the IPO of 36 crore. Don't you feel that you could have raised a little more?
Yes, we could have, but but you know, see, shareholders should get the value. We are offering our initially we are offering our shares at a very attractive price to get the right people in, and the idea is to give value to the stakeholders.
And for the sake of a review, what is the utilization of this IPO money? It means how is it going to help the company?
It will be used for expansion as well as working capital.
So you have more capex plan?
Maybe yes, and not in the immediate future, but maybe
later on. Thank you very much, Shashank. I think it was a decent, fair idea to know what SALASAR TECHNO Fab is. Wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, viewers. I think it's a great time with Shashank, and I think I hope that most of the viewers must have get a feel and touch of SALASAR. Thank you very much.